I harvested 1 million narco berries, and every time I hit one of these milestones, my character would get a serious power up. It's like being born into wealth, so I can harvest berries even faster. I have 5 main goals I want to accomplish, along with getting 1 million berries. I want to tame a parasaur, tame a trike, make the 223 storage boxes I will need to hold all the berries, make a farm, and lastly, tame a bronto. I began my journey to 1 million berries like any other challenge, on the beach and with nothing to my name. The first thing I did was run to the closest bush to try to find a narco berry or two, to try to make myself feel better. But I got none, not a singular narco berry, so I had to come up with a plan. I needed to tame a parasaur because that would be the easiest way that I could get a good amount of berries. But there was one problem. I needed to be level 21 to make trank arrows, so I headed to the nearby nodes and got a good amount of levels. With my crafting boost, I thought this would be the perfect time to set up my base. I was finally ready to tame the parasaur, so I used all my narco berries on narcotics and turned them into trank arrows. I then found my victim and tied him down so he couldn't move, and then I knocked him out.
Open your mouth, why now? Open your mouth! Open it!
After his quick nap, I named him Robert, and I was dying to test him out, so I gave him a saddle and hopped on. And oh my gosh, I was getting so many narco berries from every bush. It was way better than doing it by hand. Because with my hand, I would go like 3 bushes without a single narco berry. But with this guy, I was feeling so good, I spent like 30 minutes gathering berries and got our first milestone, 10,000 narco berries, which marks 1% of 1 million. And the stat I wanted to boost was crop growth speed for my future endeavor. After getting 10,000 narcos, I realized that my parasaur was complete ass because he could only hit 1 berry bush at a time and sometimes he would even miss. So me and Robert went to go get some metal nodes and got as much metal as our little pockets could carry. When we got back, I made the forge and the smithy and then crafted a crossbow and some trank arrows. I wanted to tame a trike because they had a wide range and they could hit multiple bushes at once. And luckily for me, there was one right next to my base. I found the highest rock I could see and got on top of that thing. On the rock, I could easily see the trike, and I hit him with the first trank. After a bit of shooting, he started to run away, so I dropped from the high ground. But he almost faked me out, and I hit him with one more trank arrow, and then he started running away for real. And he fell shortly after. Once he finally woke up, I gave him the name Douglas and went to go test him out, and he was so much better than my stinky parasaur. I wouldn't have to be so precise with my hits. I could just get in the area of the bush and it would harvest it. After some harvesting, I went to go check on the berries I stored in the parasaur, and this is when I realized the spoil time on the berries.
Crap.
They spoiled every 30 minutes in a diner, and even worse, it was every 10 minutes in a chest. And if I had 1 million berries, I would be losing 10,000 berries every 10 minutes, which is not good. So my plan was to breed a bunch of parasaurs so I could have 1, a lot more room, and 2, they would last longer than being in chests. While they were mating, I thought this would be the perfect time to make a farm. So to give my mind and pickaxe a break, I decided to go out looking for a Phiomia. When I was on my hunt, I got into an altercation with 2 Dimorphodons. I didn't even know these guys could attack, but they single-handedly beasted my ass. But I got my stuff back, and then I finally found the Phiomia I was looking for and shot her with a singular arrow, and she was knocked the fuck out. I named her Reginald and walked her to my base. I fed her all the laxative I could have and grabbed all the poop and went to the farm.
Don't they know who I am? The doctor of poop, that's who I am.
I put every piece into a crop plot and placed my seed into the ground, if you know what I mean. No, Nobody knows what you mean. I don't even know why this is in the script. Let's just forget all about that little in the stink joke. Back to the goal here. I was getting tired of my trike and the Bronto was living in my head rent free. So I grabbed a ton of narco berries and made way too many trank arrows. I then made 10 stone gates so I could surround him and get him trapped. When I had everything I would need to tame the Bronto, I went to go scout the area. Okay, I guess Troodons just walk around in cliques waiting for their victims before they bend them over and Okay, I got my stuff back. And I found the big guy I was looking for. But that was short-lived because of the 2 raptors that just had to ruin my night. Alright, I'm getting real tired of running to get my stuff, but at least I know where I can find a Bronto. So I went back to get my dino gates and a trike for some protection. When I finally got back to the Bronto, I set up the first phase of the trap and shot him with the arrow to lure him in. When he got into the trap, all I needed now was to place the dino gates behind him so he couldn't escape. But he slapped the fuck out of me, and I went flying into the river, and my trike took that personally and started to fight the Bronto. I had to tell my trike to stop and place the final gates. The Bronto was bloody, but it wasn't too bad, so I kept shooting. I heard the faint noise of something very stinky. And I was right, 2 dillos were trying to third-party my Bronto. I had to be careful not to accidentally hit the big man while trying to kill the dillos. I got rid of them and oh my gosh, the Bronto was very bloody. I didn't even know if he could take the trank arrows, but I shot him anyways. And thankfully, he survived with a pube hair amount of health. When he woke up, I decided to name him Stan because of my dad's dog, Stanley. Me and Stan made our long and slow walk home, and when we got there, I was very excited to try him out. And let me tell you, he did not disappoint. I could take out all the berry bushes in what felt like a mile radius, because I was hitting bushes I didn't even know existed. It's been a while since I placed the seeds in the farm, so let's go check out our profits. 16 berries. That's how much grew in a few hours. So, with my calculations, it would take me 300,000 hours or 13,000 days to get 1,000,000 berries with this farm. There's no way my math is right, but who cares, this farm sucks. With Stan bringing in tons of berries, I was running out of space. So this is the perfect time to place all the 223 storage boxes so I can hold the 1,000,000 berries. Y'all have no idea how long that took to place all those and edit. And looking at my analytics, it says 97% of y'all aren't subscribed. In relation to 1,000,000 narco berries, that would be 970,000 berries, or 215 out of the 223 chests. So if you like this, subscribe, gosh dang it. With all the storage chests down, I took all the berries from my parasaurs and Stan, and with all those we hit the 100,000 mark, which is also 10% done with the challenge. For my boost this time, I took harvest amount and a weight increase. The harvest rate was well worth it, and I don't even know why I didn't take it in the first place, but oh well. I got into a fight with my fellow Bronto. There was no dodging or moving around, just 2 heavy-ass dinos just throwing hooks at each other. I was whooping his ass, but he got away from me, so I let him go.
Make the circle, make a circle.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Can you guess what I did next? You guessed it, I went to go harvest more berries. I left out a lot of harvesting because it was the same shit over and over. Harvest the berries, place them in a box. Harvest the berries, place them in a box. But with some time, we got to 500,000 berries, or halfway to our goal. And the power up I decided to go with was a speed boost for Stan. And now my boy is very fast and he could get these last 500,000 pretty quick. So I just had to put my head down and start grinding, because this challenge was going on for too long. And just like that, I filled up every storage chest and got 1 million narco berries and got a few extra just in case they expired. This challenge was a little weird and wacky, but if you enjoy those type of challenges, you'll also enjoy this video.